Hey guys, welcome to my round 7 recap. My round 8 predictions will be out later tonight. Hope you guys enjoy the recap. So the first game in the round saw the Sydney Roosters take on the Dragons for the Anzac Day clash. Both of these sides are playing good footy at the moment. Dragons coming off a 2-point win, whereas the Roosters coming off, I think it was a 14-point win last week. And I tipped the Roosters by 12. They won this one by 10. They were comfortable. Latrell Mitchell was one of the stars of the show. Matt Duffy had an on and off game, but I think he really was good. And the Dragons will definitely bring a lot of that confidence this Sunday against the Eels, and the Roosters will play the Tigers. So I think it's a bit of a pick a winner there. The second game was also my game of the round. It was the Storm against the Warriors, an Anzac Day clash, New Zealand, Australia. This was an entertaining game of football that the Warriors were expected to lose by 30 points or more. They really turned up and they only lost by 1. They should not have lost at all. Melbourne were given unnecessary penalties. This refereeing was really bad in this match, but for what the Warriors turned up and what was unexpected is what I enjoyed about the match. Cameron Smith really brought the Warriors, kind of like his side back against the Warriors. But in my opinion, the Warriors were 100% the better side on the night. And yeah, I don't know. I'm tossing between whether the Warriors are inconsistent in getting the spoon or whether they're going to slip inside the 8. But who knows? The next game, which I went to on Friday night, which was a boring game of football in my opinion. I've enjoyed watching the Bulldogs a lot, but they were really inconsistent. Even though they got away with a 24-12 win over the Cowboys, I did tip the Cowboys. The Cowboys were showing strong signs at the start. However, they didn't able to continue that. They need Jason Taumalolo back. I don't think it's going to do a massive boost for the side, but it could get them points and they could match the forward packs of other teams. But the Dogs, man, they're coming last, but they really shouldn't be. They're looking like a good team. As I said, they're going to win a few games, but I did put them 9th. But yeah, the Cowboys just didn't look all classy. The next game, I tipped the Panthers to win this one by 4 at home against the Rabbitohs. Rabbitohs have been struggling as of late, but they've been winning those games. Rabbitohs were able to win this one 22-18. Cody Walker, an outstanding player, a player to watch out for, has a great chance of playing Origin, but we will have to wait and see. The Panthers, week after week, it's loss after loss. They've won 2 out of 7. This is not the Panthers side that we were seeing last year. However, I am going to say that this weekend against the Raiders, that the Panthers are going to click. I'll talk more about that in my predictions, but I do see Penrith getting a win soon, and it is this week. The next game saw the West Tigers coming off a 51-6 loss to Parramatta up against the Gold Coast Titans. And the West Tigers came away with this one 30 points to 14. I find it so funny how Parramatta can lose by 14 and the West Tigers can win by 14. Anyway, the West Tigers were all class here. Mahe Whenua, standout player, got that hat trick. As for the Titans, players like Anthony Don stood up for the team, but yeah, there's not much in the side at the moment. I do expect them to win quite a few games this year. Whether they make the 8 though, I don't see that happening at the moment. But yeah, the Tigers were just too good in this matchup. The next game saw the Brisbane Broncos at home up against a struggling, injured Cronulla Sharks. The Broncos finally came away with a win. I did pick the Broncos by 10. They won this one 29-6, so the Sharks only got 1 try. Bronson Xerri played to his best potential. He was shut down a lot. Anthony Milford was all class. This game was all him. It was his 150th game, I believe, but he was an absolute standout player. And I think the Broncos can take this momentum into their next game at ANZ against the Rabbitohs on Thursday night. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the Broncos, they looked all classy in this one, and we'll have to see if Anthony Milford is consistent or not. So on to the last 2 games. The first one we had was the Manly Sea Eagles up against the Raiders. I tipped Manly by 6. Manly won by 4. 24-20. Yeah, 24-20. Yeah, Canberra got off to a good start. I think it was 14-0. However, Manly were just too good in this match. This Manly side is looking good. They didn't have DCE. He's now injured, so I don't think he'll be playing Origin, and I also think he'll be out. We'll wait till scans come up today. I think he'll be out for about 6 to 8 weeks. We'll have to wait and see. The Raiders side looking really good, though. That try from Sharna's nickel clock speed was pretty cool. But yeah, they'll have to relook and think about playing the Panthers this week. And the final game of the round, I went down. If you haven't checked the vlog, check it out. I went down and watched the Newcastle Knights take on the Parramatta Eels. Newcastle Knights struggling all season, and they come away going from last place to 11th with a 14-point win over the Eel. Very disappointed in this match. I did expect a very closer scoreline, even though our record against the Knights isn't good, but it's always a closer game than this, I think. And yeah, I don't think we turned up as near as well. I think Manu Mahu was really good for the side, and Maiko Sivo is a massive, massive in for us. As long as he doesn't get injured, I think we'll do pretty good this year. He saved tackles, scored tries, things that players should be doing. Moses had a pretty decent game. I love Gutherson as a player, but I didn't think he stood out and he needed to stand up a bit more for our side. The refereeing wasn't great for this match, however, I have come to the realisation that the Knights were the better team in this match. We made a lot of errors, but still, I just think there were a lot of calls just given by the home crowd, and I'm realising how big home advantage is. Let me know what you guys thought of these matches in the comments. Let me know if you disagree with me. I got a few multis last week. I got Angus Crichton to score and the Roosters 1-12. Almost got my Storm multi with Jerome Hughes scoring. So maybe I'll talk more about that in my prediction. Thanks for watching, guys.